As you know, some of the initial cases identified in December from this cluster of pneumonia had mentioned this exposure at the seafood market, but some of those cases, some early cases, didn't have exposure at that market. There's one paper that mentions the pangolin, and that there's some close association with the COVID-19 virus, and that could be the intermediary host, but that's not the full story. So there's a lot of area of work that needs to be conducted to really identify the intermediate hosts. So what are those animals that may have resulted in exposure to people who were infected there? We don't have a clear answer on that yet, but it's an area of active investigation.
In terms of looking at the emergence of any disease, disease can emerge anywhere. Coronaviruses are a global phenomenon. They exist on a global basis. It's an unlucky accident of history or nature that they emerge in a certain place. And it's really important that we don't start to ascribe blame to geographic origin, and that we look at this in terms of how we respond, how we contain, and how we stop this virus. Yes, we need to understand the origin of the virus so we can prevent it re-emerging, not in a way of trying to find out who's at fault and what poor animal is at fault for the virus. The animals aren't at fault for this. So I think we need to be careful in the language we use, because the language of stigma and origin and who's to blame is something that's become an unfortunate part of the global narrative, which is not helpful.